Harmon R. Atwater. The R is for original. And I was a PFC, private first class. I joined the 26th Yankee Division. Okay, I got my draft notice. I was working on a farm where I'd worked and lived since I was probably 14 years old. And the farmer got me deferred for 6 months. And then Don's uncle farm in eastern Maine, and he got me deferred for 6 months. And I figured I was pressing my luck, so decided better enlist. So we packed everything up and put it in storage, and Don and I and Brian went to Connecticut. Dad and Mother had an apartment on the second floor on Main Street, Hartford, Connecticut. After about 3 weeks, I went in and enlisted. I went and took my 17 weeks basic training in Camp Crofts, South Carolina. Well, it so happened I was a Canadian citizen. So everybody shipped out but one lonely Canadian. And I had to stay to be naturalized. Some have said it's been civilized. They told me it'd be a couple, 3 weeks. So I wrote down, said, if you want to see me, come on down, South Carolina. So she did. Spent a few days there with me. And then I got home for 11 days, and then things started getting serious. I ended up in Camp Kilmer, New Jersey. That's when she came to New York. Don left Brian with Mother and Dad and came to visit. Don got a room in New York, and I got a pass to go for 12 hours. So I go in, and I got to be back on the 12th hour. So I come back, and the guys are, just general conversation. They find out I'm the only one there with a wife in New York City, an hour away. So, and you could only get a pass once in 24 hours. So I got a call to go to the CP, and there was a pass there for me. And I got 9 or 10 passes. Guys found out my wife was in New York, and they had no reason to go anywhere, and they left their pass for me. All strangers, obviously. That kind of hit me pretty hard. Well, the last night, I told Dawn I had to get back and put her in the taxi to go to the train.
I went to New York City to visit him before he left overseas. And I had just got into a cab to go back to his mother's. And he went back to wherever he was stationed, I didn't know where. And they put him on a truck, and away he went. So that was my last time I seen him.
I get back to the barracks, and the trucks were lined up and loaded, and somebody hollered Atwater, everything's on the truck. The trucks took us to the ship in New York's harbor. And I went overseas on a Queen Mary and went up the Clyde River in Scotland, landed in Wales. Coming up the river, they slowed down, and I was standing by I stand by an elevator in the ship. It was all roped off, you know, and me and the other guys standing there wondering, wonder who's so important. The seaplane was circling and landed side of the ship. And who come out smoking a big cigar? Winston Churchill. And we'd been 5 days going over, and not a whisper. There was 22,000 on that ship. 22,000. They took out all the cabins and everything. It was just a big open ship. But they probably have a few cabins left for him and others, you know. But it was quite a ship. We left at night, and there was ships, hundreds of them around. See the lights in New York Harbor, and as they started sailing, come daylight, about 5 o'clock in the morning, I went up on deck, and there wasn't another ship in sight. We was all alone. And they had all limey English crew, you know. And I asked one about where the rest of the ships went. Oh, he said, them guys are too slow. He said, we don't wait for them. They went over in 5 days. And we was coming home, we was 15 days aboard ship. Big difference.